Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 3. Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Delta High School. Delta High School, Muncie, Indiana. JV contest just concluded. Hamilton Heights got the win 50-46. Got to mention 2 3A schools going at it tonight. We'll mention this game is being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com. We'll also mention tonight's live audio simulcast being brought to you tonight by Hamilton County Television. That's HamiltonCountyTelevision.com. More schools, more sports, more coverage, along with PutMeInSports.com. We'll mention tonight's broadcasting sponsors for tonight's ball game are Bowl 32 out of Noblesville, Irish Rubber Company, Smith Jewelers, Lisa Stokes Bear, Adler Law Office, Ace Scrap Metal, Fritz and Associates, Main Street Mortgage, Indiana Express Rentals, Sign Production, and the Combine Cafe out on 31, Hamilton County. We'll also mention these two teams come from similar backgrounds. We'll let you know Hamilton Heights High School, they'll be the visiting team tonight. The Huskies participating in their third game in a row on the road. They'll have one more next Friday. They'll be at Western. We'll let you know Hamilton Heights has a school enrollment of 739. The school system got started as a Husky in 1965. It started up right there at Jackson Central. We'll mention their Class 3A Sectional 24. Their sectional will happen at Newcastle High School once again. We'll mention the 6 teams in their sectional will be Hamilton Heights, Yorktown, Delta, Shade County, Newcastle, and Muncie Burris. We'll let you know the principal at Hamilton Heights High School is Jared Mason. The athletic director is Kurt Ogden. The athletic secretary is Lee Ann Moffitt. Hamilton Heights High School is located at 25802 State Road 19, Arcadia, Indiana 46030. You can reach them by telephone 317-984-3551. On the web, you can find them at IHSAA They wear their colors orange, brown, and white. They are in the Hoosier Conference. The Hoosier Conference has 2 divisions. They have an East and a West. The East is presently stacking up like this. Northwestern, they're 1-0 in the East. They're 5-0 overall. Tipton, they're 1-0 in the East. They're 5-0 overall. Hamilton Heights, they're 1-0 in the East. They're 4-1 overall. Follow that by Lewis Cass. They're 0-1 in the East. They're 3-2 overall. And following up right there, the bottom of the pile, right now it's Western. They're 0-2 in the East Division. They're 2-3 overall. In the West Division, they've not played a conference game yet. Overall, brackets are like this. Rensselaer Central, they're 2-1. Central Catholic, they're 3-2. Twin Lakes, they're 3-2. West Lafayette, they're 2-2. And Benton Central, they're 1-4. We'll mention the Hamilton Heights Huskies are currently 4-1 on the season. They're 1-0 in the Hoosier East. Offensively, averaging 69.6 points per ball game. They're giving up an average of 66. The head coach is Chad Ballinger. Chad Ballinger working in year number 13 at Hamilton Heights. 172 wins, 111 losses. Overall, he's a 20-year varsity head basketball coach. 249 wins, looking for that number 250 tonight, possibly 194 losses. The next game on the agenda for Hamilton Heights, as mentioned, will be at Western next Friday night, the 20th of December. Now, for the home team on the scoreboard, the Delta Eagles. The Delta Eagles, they have a school enrollment of 850. Right here, their gym capacity will seat comfortably 4,800 spectators. The school was founded in 1967. They're also Class 3A, Sectional 24. We've met the sectional contenders. We'll mention the principal at Delta High School is Chris Conley. The athletic director is Grant Segunda. The athletic secretary, Tammy Hahn, she was most instrumental for Put Me in Sports. We'll mention Delta High School is located at 3400 East State Road 28. Pretty simple to get here from Hamilton County. We'll also mention that's in Muncie, Indiana, 47303. You can dial them up at 765-288-5597. You can find them on the web at DeltaEaglesAthletics.com. Both teams going to make their way into the locker room. 5:34 left. They'll get a chalk talk. We'll also mention their Twitter at Eagles_sports. We'll let you know they wear the colors navy, gold, and white. They perform in the Hoosier Heritage Conference. There are 8 teams in the Hoosier Heritage. We're familiar with some of them. We'll mention Delta. They're 1-0 in the conference. They're 3-1 overall. Mount Vernon, they're 0-1 in the conference. They're 2-2 overall, followed up by Yorktown, 0-1, 2-2, followed up by Newcastle, 0-1, 2-3. Shelbyville comes in next at place number 5. They're 1-0, 3-2. Pendleton Heights, they're 0-1. They're 2-2. New Palestine, they're 1-0. They're 1-0 overall. Just played their first game coming off of football. We'll also mention Greenfield. They're 0-1. They're 0-3 overall. We'll remind you that the Delta Eagles are currently 3-1 on the season. They're 1-0 in the Hoosier Heritage. They average offensively 56.3 points per game. They give up an average of 47 points. The head coach is Mark Detweiler. Mark Detweiler working in year number 3 at Delta High School. 48 wins, 9 losses. He's working year number 22 overall as a varsity basketball coach. 283 wins, 202 losses. The next game on the agenda for Delta will also be next Friday, the 20th. Delta will travel to Shea County, 7:30 for the varsity starter. And we'll let you know at Bankers Life Fieldhouse on December 28th, 2 p.m. tip-off. It'll be Alexandria Tigers taking on the Delta Eagles on a neutral court. That ought to be special. We'll go ahead and mention what's been happening in each conference. Friday and Saturday night, that's last night and tonight, in the Hoosier Conference, varsity boys basketball, 6 games last night. They ended up like this. West Lafayette got the win over Crawfordsville, 69-53. Hamilton Heights got the win over Lewis Cass, 71-60. Northwestern got the win over Taylor, 60-42. North White got the win over Rensselaer last night, 73-65. Twin Lakes got the win over Tri-County last night, 87-34. And Tipton got the win last night at Western. To take that back, it was a home game for Tipton. Tipton got the win 62-48 over Western last night. Games on the agenda tonight, there are 8 of them in the Hoosier Conference. Happening on December 14th, here's what they're doing tonight. Benton Central at Delphi. Hamilton Heights at Delta. Lewis Cass at Frankfort. Northwestern at Central Catholic. Rensselaer at Twin Lakes. Rossville at Western. Tipton at Sheridan. And West Lafayette at Crispus Attic tonight. I'd like to say a big thank you to Eddie Pennington. Last game he was able to listen at Mount Vernon. He was on the road. He was in Philadelphia. I asked a question about being able to hear me over the band, and he texted back in, gave us a positive answer. We thank Eddie Pennington for his contribution. Known that guy a while. We'll also mention Hoosier Heritage Conference, Friday, Saturday night. Last night on a Friday, there were 4 games. It was New Palestine, 56, Greenfield, 40. It was Pendleton Heights, 59, Mount Vernon, 49. It was Shelbyville, 57, Newcastle, 56, and Delta got the win, 62-42. Might have been 41. I got 2 differing scores, but Delta got the win over Yorktown last night. And I'll mention all of the home teams last night in the Hoosier Heritage Conference defeated the Heritage Conference foe that was on the road. Tonight, it's going to be Saturday, December 14th, Connersville at Pendleton Heights, Hamilton Heights at Delta, Jay County at Newcastle, Shelbyville at Franklin Central, Speedway at Greenfield, Westfield at New Palestine, and Yorktown at Mississinawa. 23 seconds, clock rolling down. And it's sounding pretty well to the upper balcony. Clock rolling down. We'll get to our starting lineups here in a moment. We're going to have our national anthem here in just one moment. This court looks tremendous. It's got a 2-tone, light tone for wood tone. It looks good. Has the big D out in the middle for Delta. It's navy blue outlined in gold. We're going to set this down for our national anthem. Well done, the Delta High School Band in the upper balcony. We're going to mention our starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First, for the visiting Hamilton Heights Huskies. They'll start like this. It'll be number 0, Gus Etchison. He's a junior, 6 feet tall. Second in the lineup, wearing number 2, that's Isaac Hickok. He's a senior, 6'3". Third in the lineup will be number 3, that's Cameron Knott. Cameron Knott, also a senior, he's 6'2". Fourth in the lineup, number 14, that's Brent Pennington. Pennington, 6'1", he's a senior. The final starter in the lineup for Hamilton Heights, number 24, Hudson Hostettler. He's also a senior. He's 5'8". Head coach is Chad Ballinger. Now, for the home team on the scoreboard, the Delta Eagles. They'll start like this. Number 1 is Sam Cox. He's a senior, 5'11" tall. Number 3 is Zach Garner. He's a senior, 6 feet tall. Third in the lineup, number 20, Josh Greenberg. He's a senior, 5'11" tall. Fourth in the lineup is number 21, Connor Bedwell. He's a senior. He's 6'1". And the only junior in the lineup, starting lineup, number 32, Brady Hunt. He's 6'5". We'll mention the Hamilton Heights have 11 on their roster. They have 6 seniors, 4 juniors, 1 sophomore. They have 0 freshmen at this point. And Coach Mark Detweiler has 10 on their roster. He has 7 seniors, 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 0 on his freshman squad. I should say on his varsity squad at the moment. So I'm going to tell you what, both teams had a pretty good game last night. We'll mention Hamilton Heights defeated Lewis Cass 71-60. Hamilton Heights at the end of each quarter outscored Lewis Cass throughout the ball game. Yorktown and Delta Eagles took on Yorktown last night, 62-41. Delta got the win. Delta started out the first quarter 20-11. And then they did just the same. They outscored Yorktown with the exception of the fourth quarter. I'm quite sure Coach Detweiler had some subs in there, and Yorktown outscored Delta in the fourth quarter 13-5. So we're looking for a pretty good ball game in front of us tonight. Should be a good game. Either of these teams could be drawn out of the hopper at the end of the season, could be drawn to play each other once again at Newcastle High School in the sectional. We'll find out. Long way till then. But we'll mention, you're going to jump it up for Delta is going to be number 32, Brady Hunt, 6'5" junior. Jumping it up for Hamilton Heights, going to be Cameron Knott. He's a senior, 6'2", wears number 3. So 3 officials on the floor. They're checking, making sure everybody's ready. Here we go. The bench is ready. Blows the whistle. See how the toss is good. It's a straight up and down toss to the backcourt, controlled by Hamilton Heights and Cameron Knott. Brought up from the backcourt, Hudson Hosteller. Works the left side behind the arc. Isaac Hickok picks up a screen from Cameron Knott. Works the right side behind the arc. Gus Etchison. Cross-court pass behind the arc, Isaac Hickok. Getting acclimated right now, just beginning the varsity contest. Out top, stationary dribble, Hudson Hosteller. Huskies going to run a play. They're running out top again, Gus Etchison. Being guarded there by number 3, Zach Garner. On the dribble, he'll take it to the corner, Hudson Hosteller. Back out top behind the arc, Gus Etchison, right side. Now, thought about a shot. That was Cameron Knox. They'll dish it back out to Gus in front of the scorer's bench, deep in the front court. On the dribble, Gus Etchison. He's going to work against Sam Cox. They'll kick it to the corner, Isaac Hickok. Looking for that first shot in the ball game. We played a minute. Behind the arc, they'll work it back out. Behind the back dribble out top of the basketball is Gus Etchison. Working in front of Mark Detweiler and the Delta bench. 3-point shot in the air. Shot off the mark, wouldn't go. Isaac Hickok going to go out of bounds. Going to belong to Delta. 1 minute, 14 seconds. First shot is launched. It's no good. Delta, first possession in the front court. They're working left side with the basketball. Behind the arc, straight out top. They're working around 20. Greenberg. Josh Greenberg, they're working back around. Number 3, Zach Garner, works it down low near the baseline. In the paint now, he'll take a shot off the glass. Got the bucket. Basically a layup, number 32, Brady Hunt. It's 2-0 Delta. 6:19 on the game clock. Behind the arc, they'll work at the Hudson Hosteller, being guarded by Sam Cox. Way out top now, he'll set up the offense. He'll call the play. 6:08 early going. We're in the first quarter. We're at Delta High School on a Saturday night. On the dribble, working at left side, Cameron Knott back out to Etchison. Etchison has the dribble available. He'll use it. He'll work it right side, out top, 2-point shot in the air. Shot off the mark and go for Etchison. Back the other way, rebound for Brady Hunt. Works it right side to the corner. Sam Cox on the dribble, back to Brady. He'll go in the paint now. He'll dribble it down low. He'll take a shot. He'll get fouled on the way up. I can see right now Brady Hunt going to try to occupy the paint tonight. He'll go to the stripe. He'll shoot twice. That foul's going to be whistled on number 3, Cameron Knott. He's got one, team foul number 1. First shot up and good. That's number 32, Brady Hunt. I've got stats here. I got 3 game stats for Delta. They're 3-1. I got 4 game stats for Hamilton Heights. They're 4-1. Second shot, got both of them. According to my stats, Brady Hunt has not missed on the season. Not sure what his stats were last night. Pretty tough to accumulate stats right after you go to bed. So back the other direction. On the dribble right now. Out top of the basketball, Gus Etchison. Blind pass down low to Brent Pennington. Cross-court skip pass out top to Hudson Hosteller. They'll bounce it into Gus. Elbow right side to the corner. 3-point shot on the way. Rimmed out, wouldn't go. Isaac Hickok. Skying for the board there was number 32, Brady Hunt. He's out top. He'll dribble in now. He'll stop his dribble. He'll dish off in the paint. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound going to be a jump ball. That shot taken by number 20, Josh Greenberg. Coming down with a simultaneous possession is Greenberg and number 0, Gus Etchison. Alternate possession arrow gives it back to Delta. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Going to be a traveling violation out top. Number 1, Sam Cox, going to give it back to Hamilton Heights. 4:59 left here in the first. It's 4-0. Delta in front. Hamilton Heights going to cross the timeline. Dribble pace. Number 24, that's Hudson Hosteller. Works it left side to Cameron Knott, back to Isaac. Isaac to the corner, Brent Pennington. They'll dish it back out. Gus Etchison on the dribble. He'll dribble in the paint. He'll kick it to the corner. Brent Pennington, 3-point land, rimmed out, wouldn't go. Rebound out of there, secured. Number 3, Zach Garner for Delta. He'll go the distance. He'll go off the glass. Right-handed floater, wouldn't go. Rebound, Brent Pennington. Back the other direction. Gus Etchison, going to be a foul out top. Entering the lane right there, Gus Etchison going to get bumped. Going to be the first foul of the ball game called against the Eagles. It's going to be whistled on number 21, Connor Bedwell. 6'1" senior, he's got one. Going to be brought in left to the bucket, Brent Pennington. On their own baseline, out top, they'll get it to Gus Etchison. He'll work it right side. 3-point shot in the air, got it. Cameron Knott. Cameron Knott picking up where he left off last night. He hit 5 trifectas last night at Lewis Cass. 4:08 on the game clock. 4-3 contest. On the dribble, Delta in the paint. Turns, got the jumper. Short jump shot in the paint. Number 21, Connor Bedwell. It's 6-3. Hamilton Heights trail by 3. In the front court with the basketball, Hosteller picks up his dribble, dishes it back out to Isaac. Back out top, they'll give the ball to Gus Etchison. Being guarded right there by Zach Garner. Cross-court pass to Cameron. Back to Gus. Gus going to dribble in. He'll try a 2. He'll float it in. It'll rim around and fall out. Rebound secured by 32, Brady Hunt. Back the other direction for Delta. He'll take a 14-foot shot straight away. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Etchison. Etchison going to try to go the distance. Reaching in there, kept possession. They'll work it back around the perimeter now. We go baseline on the drive. Isaac Hickok, he's going to get fouled on his drive to the hoop. He was passing it to the baseline, opposite baseline. Cameron Knott was there, but they call a foul. This one is whistled on the Eagles. It's going to be again called on 21, Connor Bedwell. He picks up his second foul in the ball game with 3:17 left. And they're going to check in for the wrong guy. They thought it was going to be number 20, Josh Greenberg, but no, they're going to check out the lineup. Number 21, Connor Bedwell, with 2 fouls in the ball game early going. So they'll work it in right now. Hamilton Heights out top with the basketball. They'll dribble it around. In the ball game is number 4, Spencer St. John. Shot wouldn't go, back the other direction. They'll dish it across the timeline. Number 32, Brady Hunt. Out top, number 1, that's Sam Cox. Back left side behind the arc. He'll dribble in the paint now. Sam Hunt off the glass. Right side, got the bucket. Sam Hunt for 2. It's 8-3. Hamilton Heights trail by 5. 2:45 left here in the first quarter. 3-point shot. Right elbow extended. Wouldn't go for Cameron Knott. Rebound out of there, picked up by number 20, Josh Greenberg. Back the other direction, behind the arc. Thought about a three. That's Spencer St. John wearing number 4. He's in the ball game, checked in for Connor Bedwell. 2:27 on the game clock. Working to the corner. Right there, St. John going to take a fake. He'll go off opposite side. He'll go a reverse layup. Wouldn't go. Nearly went for St. John. Back the other direction. Gus Etchison. He'll pop it. Right elbow extended. Wouldn't go. Rebound secured out by Brent Pennington. Wouldn't go from the free throw line. And the rebound secured by number 32, Brady Hunt. 2 minutes left. First quarter, 8-3 contest. Both these teams going to light up. We know what's going to happen. Right now, it's 8-3. Delta by 5. Ball's in the front court. Delta Eagles possession. 1:47 on the game clock. Out top of the basketball, number 3, Zach Garner, 6-foot senior. Now by the center circle, he'll dish it right side to St. John. The worker back out. Look, might be waiting for the last shot. We'll see. A minute and a half left. Nope. From the corner, baseline jumper from three-point land wouldn't go. From Hunt. And saving the basketball from going out of bounds was Delta. They toss it back off the leg of a Hamilton Heights player, and they'll get the ball back. Going to be a timeout called by the Delta Eagles. 1:24 left. 8-3 contest. Hamilton Heights trailing by 5. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Bowl 32. Bowl 32 Rockin' Cosmic New Year's Eve family party. That'll happen December 31st. Party number 1 will start at 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Party number 2, 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Unlimited bowling and shoes. Unlimited pizza and soda. Party favors for everyone. Just $119.95 per lane. That's for up to 6 people right there. They're going to inbound the basketball right now. 1:24 on the game clock. Going to be inbound by number 4, Spencer St. John, left of the bucket on his own baseline. He'll toss it high, get it to Hunt. Hunt, he'll go across the lane, turn around jumper, wouldn't go. Rebound, Gus Etchison. Back the other direction, 1:15 left here in the fourth. Lost the handle. Picked up by 32, Brady Hunt. They'll work to the right side to go outside the lane. 3-point shot short off the mark. Wouldn't go for Neil Marshall. Neil Marshall checks in during the timeout. Shot wouldn't go in the paint there. Rebound secured by Luke Carroll. Luke Carroll also in the ball game for Hamilton Heights. They'll go down baseline, Luke Carroll. Kick it outside. Working it back in. They'll work it back in. Lucas Letzinger in the ball game. They'll bounce it in. They'll get it to Cameron Knott outside the arc, 3-point land. Rimmed out, wouldn't go for Etchison. Follows his shot, gets it. He'll dish it back. It's going to be picked up by the Delta Eagles. Number 4, Spencer St. John. 30 seconds left in the quarter. 8-3 contest. Out top, left side of the gym floor, I should say opposite of the scorer's bench. Number 3, Zach Garner. He's got the triple threat. He'll now dribble to the right and backpedal dribble right there, working against Hudson Hosteller. 11 seconds left. Fourth quarter. Dishes off number 4, Spencer St. John. He'll dish it back behind the arc to Hunt. Hunt, 3-point land. Step back 3 wouldn't go. Ball's loose. Going to go. They're going to wave it off. They're going to say it was behind the shot there. Pretty good effort right there. Neil Marshall tried to put back. We'll go to the end of 1 quarter of play. Delta up by 5, 8-3. We'll also mention Cosmic Lights and great music. That's at Bowl 32 in Noblesville. Party favors, tons of door prizes. We have 32 lanes with automatic bumpers. If you need the bumpers, you're probably good enough. It'll just be fun. We'll also mention you can bring the family for a great time. Prepaid reservations are required. Again, I'll mention prepaid reservations are required. That's at Bowl 32, the best place to celebrate New Year's. 845 Westfield Road, right there on the west edge of Noblesville by Pizza Hut. Right there, and we'll mention you can dial them up at 317-773-3381. That's www.bowl32.com. You have a good time there on New Year's Eve. Second horn sounds. Second quarter action. Getting ready to begin. Going to be brought in by Hamilton Heights, alternate possession. Brought in by Luke Carroll, slightly to the backcourt, picked up by Hudson Hosteller in the front court now, working against Zach Garner. They're working down low. Elbow, right side, got the bucket straight away. Right side is Cameron Knott, 8-5 contest. Huskies trail by 3. 7:40 on the game clock. Going to dribble, going to go baseline, going to bring it back out, going to toss it down low. Lost the handle. Going to throw it off of a Husky leg again, going out of bounds. Twice that's happening here in the first half, and that's pretty good ball playing by the Delta Eagles. They say don't save the basketball going out of bounds underneath the other person's basket, but this is their basket. They're working down low. Hunt with trying to come up with the basketball, finally picked up. It's going to be a foul. And picking up the basketball, the loose ball there for Delta was number 20, Josh Greenberg. Foul's going to be whistled on Hamilton Heights. Number 11, Lucas Letzinger picks up his first foul. He's a 6'1 junior. That's 2 fouls each side here in the early going, here in the first half, second quarter. 7:28 left, going to be brought in left of the bucket on the baseline. Number 20, Josh Greenberg of Delta. Out top, they'll work a right side, get the ball back. That's Greenberg. They're working back to Hunt. Fighting for the basketball there was Hudson Hosteller. Hosteller going to knock it out of bounds off of the leg of Brady Hunt. Not quite sure there. Let's see if they're going to change this call. They are. They're going to change this call. Coach Ballinger doesn't seem to have a big problem, so he may have inside information. They're going to give the ball back to Delta. They're going to check in the ball game. The official's not checking to see who's checking in at the scorer's bench. He sees him now, gets the ball back from the inbound. So taking a breather, going to be number 3, Zach Garner. They'll pass to the backcourt, 7:18 on the game clock. In the ball game right there for the Delta Eagles is number 13, Grady Foreman. Work it down low. Work it to the baseline. Jumper didn't want to take it. That was Hunt. Back out top to reset the offense. Number 40 picks up his dribble. That's Neil Marshall. They'll dish it off to Hunt. He's in the paint. Back out to Marshall. Marshall elbow right side. Didn't take the shot. He'll dish it left side. In the paint, turnaround jumper. Wouldn't go. That was Neil Marshall. They're going to whistle a foul. It's going to be whistled on Delta. So fouls whistled on Delta Eagles. This foul's going to be whistled on number 13, Grady Foreman. He's a 6'2" senior. He's got 1 in the contest. The Eagles with 3, Hamilton Heights with 2, a cumulative here in the first half. On the dribble front court is Hudson Hosteller. Dishes it back, Luke Carroll. Now back out top to work at left side. Right there, number 0, Gus Etchison. He's being guarded by number 21, Connor Bedwell. They'll work it right side now in front of the Eagles bench. Cross-court skip pass to the corner. Hudson Hosteller. 3 on the way. He got it. Hudson Hosteller for 3-point land. Got the bucket. 8-8 tie ball game here with 6:08 left in the second. Out top, jump shot, 3-point land. Wouldn't go for Hunt. Tracking the board down. Baseline jumper, about 12-footer. Wouldn't fall for number 20, Josh Greenberg. Hamilton Heights with the board. They'll go back the other direction. They'll go right side. Shot would go for Cameron Knott from 3-point land. Hunt with the board. He'll go coast to coast. He'll slow it up now. Elbow right side. He'll dish it back to teammate number 20, Josh Greenberg. They'll reset the offense. 5:37 on the game clock. Out top, going to be a free throw line shot. Good. Reddick is shot once again. Number 32, Brady Hunt, a 6'5 junior. 10-8 contest. Delta by 2 to the corner. Lucas Letzinger, 3-point land, rimmed off, wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Grady Foreman. He'll dish it off, number 20. Josh Greenberg crosses the timeline. They'll work it left side, now behind the arc. He'll dish it in. He's going to keep the ball himself, lost the handle, but it's last touch by Hamilton Heights. Going to stay in the front court with the Delta Eagles. Back in the ball game, we're going to see number 1, Sam Cox, original starter, and number 3, Zach Garner. an original starter back in the ball game, taking a breather. Number 40, Neil Marshall, and number 20, Josh Greenberg. 5:06 on the game clock. We're going to toss it in tall. Hunt trying to get the steal there was Gus Etchison. Etchison working tall right there. He's got some ups, but couldn't get high enough there. Going to pick up the foul. Hamilton Heights foul whistle on Gus Etchison, number 0. He's got 1 in the contest. Both teams here in the second quarter have 3 accumulative in the first half. 5:05 going to be brought in right in the bucket on the baseline by Delta. To the corner, they'll work it to Hunt. Out top, Sam Cox. On around the perimeter, they'll work it down. They'll work it down low. Going to be tipped away, stolen by Hudson Hosteller crossing the timeline. Out top, Gus Etchison. He'll dribble in, elbow left side, kick it to the corner to Letzinger. Back to Cameron Knott, now back out top to work the basketball. He'll dribble right, that's Gus Etchison, working against number 3, Zach Garner. Thought about a 3, going to pass it in on a bounce pass. 3-point shot behind the arc. Etchison wouldn't go. Rebound, Delta Eagles. Credit the board, number 21, Connor Bedwell. He'll pass it to the front court. From the back court, it goes out of bounds, and Cameron Knox deflects it out of bounds. Going to belong to Delta. Checking out of the ball game for the Delta Eagles, going to be number 13, Grady Foreman. Hamilton Heights going to enter the ball game first time with number 1, Noah Linville. Linville got 3 points last night. He hit a 3-point shot. He was 1 for 3 in the ball game. They're working him back around. I should say he was 1 for 2 from 3-point land. 10-8 contest. Works it right side in the front court, Delta Eagles. Number 1, Sam Cox, moves it left side behind the arc. On the dribble, he'll dribble in. He'll kick it to the corner. On the dribble, in the paint. Stop and pop a shot, wouldn't go. Rimmed out. That's number 20, Josh Greenberg. Rebound, Hamilton Heights. Gus Etchison crossing the timeline. Works to the left side to Linville. Back out top to Gus Etchison. Way beyond the arc. He's picked up there by number 3, Zach Garner. Back pedal dribble, 3:53 on the game clock. We're in the second quarter. On the dribble, he's going to keep the ball underneath the hand. He's going to pick up a foul right there. Foul's going to be whistled by number 1, or on number 1, that's Sam Cox. Sam Cox, that's going to be team foul number 4 on the Eagles, and just 1 here in the ball game on Sam Cox. To the backcourt. They'll toss it in. Hudson Hosteller, he'll cross the timeline. On the dribble. Way out top. He's probably got about 8-10 feet distance right there from Zach Garner. Out top, they'll get it to Cameron Knox. Behind the arc, back to Hudson. Back out top to Cameron. Works to the left side, Gus Etchison. They'll kick it back outside. Cameron Knott, he'll work it down inside. Luke Carroll, they'll work it to the corner. Defense converges. He'll work left side. 2-point shot when he go for Hudson. Rebound, Gus Etchison puts it back up and in. Etchison boards the basketball, about a 10-foot shot. 2-point bucket makes the score 10-10. 3:06 on the game clock. Out top of the basketball, number 21, Connor Bedwell. 3-point shot, opposite corner, elbow, extended shot when he go for number 1, Sam Cox. Back the other direction. Working outside there, Linville. Back out top to Gus Etchison. He'll dribble right side, well beyond the arc. Picked up loosely there by Zach Garner. He'll pick up a screen from Cameron Knott. They move across court. Skip pass from Hudson Hosteller to Noah Linville. He'll work it right side of the basketball. Gus Etchison, he'll drive in. He'll dish off Cameron Knott off the glass. Got the bucket. Cameron Knott puts the Huskies up 12-10. 2:23 on the game clock. Working it behind the arc. They'll reset the offense. On the dribble now, 21, Connor Bedwell. Spin move, going to get called for a traveling violation. Checking back in the ball game for the Eagles. Going to be number 4, Spencer St. John. Taking a breather for the Eagles is 21, Connor Bedwell. Huskies by 2. 2:15 left. We're in the second quarter. Varsity contest, JV contest, was a thriller towards the end. We're going to right side to the corner with the basketball, Noah Linville. He'll dish it out behind the arcs to Gus Etchison. They're going to get him for a step prior to putting the ball on the floor. So they give the ball back to the Delta Eagles. 2:01 left. The Eagles will bring it in opposite the scores bench in their own backcourt. Ball brought in, number 3, Zach Garner. The dribble across the timeline out top. He'll get the basketball, number 4, Spencer St. John. St. John's 5'10". He's a senior. They're working through the corner. 3-point shot in the air for Delta. Nothing but net. Credit the bucket, number 20, Josh Greenberg. Greenberg increasing that 3-point shot percentage. Works to the left side to Cameron Knox. In the front court, Hamilton Heights. He'll take a 12-footer floater. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Luke Carroll. They get tripped on the way up. Going back the other direction after the strip is Hunt. That's Brady Hunt. He'll dribble it. He'll pass it back out top. St. John. Get it back to Hunt. Now back to St. John. They'll reset the offense out top. Number 3, Zach Garner. Works to the left side, Sam Cox. Down low, they're working to the baseline. Brady Hunt. Kick it back out. 3-point land. Rimmed out. Wouldn't go. 3-point shot taken there by Greenberg. Hamilton Heights going back the other direction. Gus Edgerton off the glass, fell off. Wouldn't go. Greenberg to the front court. On the dribble is Brady Hunt. He'll get the bucket. He'll go to the foul line. Brady Hunt, pretty good dribbler for 6'5", worked in the paint there. Slowed it in over the rim. He'll get one more. That foul's whistled on Hamilton Heights, number 1, Noah Linville. I take that back. That's on number 24, Hudson Hosteller. Both teams with 4. Back to the strike, Brady Hunt. He missed the shot. Might have been his first miss of the season, but you don't want that pressure. You definitely don't want that pressure for the whole season. So 15-12. Hamilton Heights in the front court, trailing by 3. 39 seconds left. Ball's right side deep in the front court. Number 1, Noah Linville. He's a 5'10" junior. Cross-court pass to Gus Etchison. 25 seconds left. Guarding the basketball there is Spencer St. John. On the dribble is Gus Etchison. 18 seconds. No count. Has broken the count. Gus Etchison out near the center circle. 10 seconds left. Left here in the first half. 15-12. Huskies trail by 3 on the dribble is Etchison. They get a pass in the lane. Lost the handle. Shot at the buzzer by Luke Carroll. Rims out. We'll go to halftime. 15-12. An uncharacteristically low score, but this is a ball game. We thank you for listening. PutMeInSports.com. Also being simulcast on HamiltonCountyTelevision.com. More schools, more sports, more coverage. We'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment and the Combine Cafe, just north of 266th Street. Take US 31 north to 276th Street. 1451 East, 276th Street. That's Atlanta, Indiana. You can reach them by telephone, 317-758-4116. You'll find not only Reynolds Farm Equipment and John Deere Green. Stop in for a set-down or a takeout meal at the Combine Cafe. Same location, same friendly faces. That's the Combine Cafe right there on US 31 at 276th Street. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Irish Rubber Company. Since 1956, Irish Rubber Company has been a custom molder of rubber products. Irish Rubber Company, Cicero, that's in Hamilton County. One of the longest existing companies in Cicero, Indiana, at 10 East Jackson Street. You can reach them by phone, 317-984-3561. That's Irish Rubber Company in Cicero. This game is also in part being brought to you by Smith Jewelers. Smith Jewelers are located at 98 North 9th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Great people, great customer service, and great selection. Smith Jewelers has over 70 years of history providing Noblesville and the surrounding areas with fine quality jewelry. visit Smith Jewelers on the square in downtown Noblesville. Hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Saturdays, they're open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can dial them up at 317-773-3383. That's Smith Jewelers in Noblesville. Also bringing you this contest is Lisa Stokes Bear. She's a realtor. She's a broker. Century 21 Sheets. They're located at 4929 East 96th Street, Indianapolis, just across the Hamilton County line right there, barely into Marion County. We'll mention she is experienced. She's knowledgeable. Lisa Stokes Bear, care, concern, helping you find the home that you are looking for. Lisa Stokes Bear, you can contact Lisa by phone or by text message, 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. Lisa Stokes Bear, realtor, broker, Century 21. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Adler Attorneys. You can reach them on the web at www.noblesvilleattorney.com. They'll help you with family law, personal injury, estate planning, litigation, guardianship, and real estate law. Personal service, dependable counsel. They're located at 136 South 9th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. You can reach them by telephone, 317-773-1974. That's Raymond M. Adler and Seth R. Wilson. You can reach Raymond M. Adler at Ray, the @Noblesvilleattorney.com. You can reach Seth R. Wilson at Seth, the @Noblesvilleattorney.com. That's Adler Attorneys in Noblesville. This game is also in part being brought to you by Ace Scrap Metal. Ace Scrap Metal, they're located at 1715 East 226th Street, Cicero, Indiana. That's 46034. Ace Scrap Metal, north of Westfield, Indiana, along US 31. That's northbound Ace Scrap Metal, located on the east side of US 31, just north of State Road 38. You can reach them by dialing 317-758-5495. And we'll mention they'll buy your scrap for cash. So when you're picking up your scrap metal, accumulate that scrap metal, take it to Ace, and you can turn your scrap metal into dollar bills. 4:30 left here at halftime intermission. Some of the kids down there shooting some free throws, trying to win something. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll mention this game is also, and I'll mention FritzandFishers.com since 1983. You can visit them online or you can visit them on site. You can dial 317-842-2228 to reach their Fishers dealership establishment. They have great cars, great trucks, great prices, and great customers. 2 Hamilton County locations. One is Fritz and Fishers at 8599 East 116th Street, Fishers, Indiana. The other location, Fritz in Noblesville, 2400 Westfield Road, Noblesville, Indiana. That's right there between Noblesville and Westfield on State Road 32. You can explore their quality used car inventory. You can visit them online or you can visit them on site. That's FritzandFishers.com, FRITZ. This game is also Tonight's game being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. They're located at 1708 South 8th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Not long ago, it was the Vernon Oil Company right there. You can dial Indiana Express Rentals 317-773-4800. Authorized dealer for Penske Truck Rentals. One way and local for households and businesses. Cargo vans up to 26 feet. Commercial with lift gates. Full line of moving supplies. They're locally owned and operated since 1998. Owner is on site daily. They are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Indiana Express Rentals, south edge of Noblesville. This game also being brought to you by Main Street Mortgage, a local full-service mortgage broker located in Cicero. Owner is Brian Baer. Brian has more than 20-plus years of mortgage loan origination experience. Brian offers a full array of mortgage products from no money down to 20% down conventional mortgage loans. He offers personal customer service, expert knowledge of all mortgage loans, and the lowest interest rates you will find. Call today and start saving money now. 317-420-5192. Again, his number is 317-420-5192. That's Brian Baer and Main Street Mortgage. Also mention this game being brought to you by Sign Production. A business with a good sign is a sign of good business. Computer-generated, painted, and sandblasted signs, billboard advertising, large format signage, vehicle graphics and lettering, along with banners and window lettering. Sign Production since 1985, now located at 26266 Devaney Road. That's Arcadia, Indiana. You can dial them up at 317-984-3765, or you can reach them by cell phone, text, or a message. It'd be 317-946-2424. Sign Production in Arcadia. Getting ready to start the second half. 15-12. Delta Eagles in front. Ready to start the second half. 16 minutes gone by. Delta going to have the inbound alternate possession arrow here in the third quarter. Going to blow the whistle. Here we go. 16 minutes in front of us. Tip it to the backcourt. Picked up across the timeline. Number 20, Josh Greenberg. Greenberg going to work the ball out top now. That's number 21, Connor Bedwell. Back to Greenberg. They're working down low. Tipped away. Stolen by Hamilton Heights. Isaac Hickok comes up with it. He'll dish it to Hudson Hosteller. They're working left side to the corner. Brent Pennington. Work across the lane. Gus Etchison. Three-point land. Right corner baseline would go for Cameron Knott. Going to get a high bounce. Quite a bit of air in that basketball. Goes over the backboard. Touches for an object. Out of bounds. Going to give it back to Delta. 7.5 minutes. 30 seconds going by here in the second half. Out top of the basketball dribble is Josh Greenberg. They'll work it right side to Garner. Working against him is Hudson Hosteller. They'll work it back left side, reverses it with the dribble. Number 20, Josh Greenberg. Out top. They'll work it out top now. Number 32, Brady Hunts. To the corner, right side, in front of the Spirit section for Delta. Isaac Hickok guarding the basketball. Picking up a screen right there is Greenberg. He'll be on the paint. Hesitation dribble. He'll get back elbow left side. They're working down low, trying to steal the basketball. As Brent Pennington with some good hands. Couldn't quite come up with the loose ball. Went out of bounds. Going to belong to Delta. 6:48 on the game clock. Well, after the bucket on the baseline, we brought in by Sam Cox. They'll get it in. They'll get it into Brady Hunt down low from the hands of Greenberg. Back pedal dribble. He'll take a three. Wouldn't go for Hunt. It'll be tipped. It's going to go out of bounds. His last touch by Eagle, number 21, Connor Bedwell. It'll go to Hamilton Heights. They'll bring it 84 feet. Brought in by Brent Pennington. Crossing the timeline now. Going to be a trot pace. He'll pick it up. That's Hudson Hosteller. We'll right side to Isaac. Hickok gets the ball back from the corner. That was Brent Pennington. Back around the perimeter. They go to the other side. Cameron Knott on the dribble out top. He'll dish it right side, well behind the arc to Isaac Hickok. Back to Cameron. Back out top. They'll give it to Hudson Hosteller. They'll dish it off on the dribble now. It's Gus Etchison behind the arc. Out top. They're working through the corner. Brent Pennington on the way. Rimmed out long. Wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Brady Hunt for the Delta Eagles. It's still 15-12. We've played 2 minutes in the second half. Short off the mark from the corner. Three-point shot. Trying to save the basketball. Gus Etchison. Trying to save it off the foot of Garner. Garner saved it. He'll go back, get it back to Brady Hunt. He'll board his own shot in the paint. Brady Hunt puts the second attempt back up and in from point-blank range. 17-12. 5-point advantage for Delta. Right side with the basketball, Isaac Hickok. To the corner, Brent Pennington. He'll bring the ball back out. Now top to Cameron Knott. Work it left side to Hudson. Back to Cameron down low. They'll get it to Brent Pennington. No foul called. Couldn't get the shot to go. They're going to call it a block from Hunt. From behind, trying to steal the basketball near the basket right there was Hudson Hosteller. He'll tip it out of bounds. It's going to stay in the front court with Delta. 5:20 on the game clock. Left of the bucket can be brought in by Sam Cox. He'll go up tall with it. Chasing the ball behind the arc there is Brady Hunt. He'll dribble off his leg. Lost the handle. It's going to be last touch by Isaac Hickok. Isaac Hickok in a disagreement. Right below me, looked like the play was called correctly. They're going to work it in. Left of the bucket. They're working into Brady Hunt. Out top with the basketball, number 3, Zach Garner. 5:05 on the game clock. 17-12. We're in the third quarter. Sounds like a first quarter score, but it's not. Off the glass, he'll drive in. 2-point bucket good for Brady Hunt. 19-12, 7-point advantage. 3-point shot, left elbow extended for Cameron Knott. Rims out, wouldn't go. Back the other direction. Greenberg with the board. He'll dish it off to Sam Cox. Wouldn't go, and Hamilton Heights comes down with a rebound there. It's Isaac Hickok. To the front court, they'll get to Gus Etchison. Going to be a foul call. Gus Etchison driving the lane right there. Reach-in foul. Going to be the call. It's going to be an out-of-bounds play. No shot being let go quite yet. 19-12. The foul's whistled on number 20, Josh Greenberg. He's got one in the contest. That's the first in the second half on either Hamilton Heights or Delta. 4.5 minutes left. We're in the third quarter. Out top of the basketball. Works at left side. Etchison. Hudson Hosteller. To the corner. They'll get it to Brent Pennington. Tried to get it into Etchison. Stolen away there. Going cross legs right there. He'll go off the glass. 2-point bucket. It's number 21, Connor Bedwell. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Trying to fight for it. Going to be a jump ball. Cameron Knott trying to lock it up. And locking it up right there with number 21, Connor Bedwell. Hamilton Heights going to get the possession of the alternate possession arrow. Ball was brought in third quarter by Delta. So left of the bucket on the baseline, brought in by Brent Pennington out top deep. To Gus Etchison, an underhanded scoop shot wouldn't go. Rebound, Zach Garner of Delta. And the whistle, a foul in the ball game. It's going to be a technical foul. It'll be on the Hamilton Heights bench. 4:01 left. Delta had possession, so they were going to have possession anyway after these 2 free throws. So 2 free throws here. The officials are having a conversation, and they just broke up. And going to be a technical foul, and evidently the youngest of the officials is going to talk to Coach Ballinger. But but anyway, so first shot rims out, wouldn't go. Brady Hunt at the line. He's got one more. Delta will get the ball back. They were in transition anyway. They had the ball. he misses this, which he did, it's almost like nothing happened. Except Coach Ballinger has a technical foul. You don't want to get another one. So 21-12, 4:01 on the game clock. Going to have conversation. Couple of officials going to talk to Coach Ballinger. He's fine. He's just a little bit curious about the ball game and how it's transposing. So 21-12, 4:01 left. So he's not very happy about it. They're going to toss him out of the ball game. The younger generation of the officials are going to come back and then toss him out of the ball game, evidently. I think those are pretty quick fuses. And a quick fuse in a varsity basketball game has to be earned. But anyway, 21-12, 4:01 left. Evidently, they're going to keep him in the ball game. He's going to be seated on the bench. So they are going to go with 2 more shots at the foul line. These are going to be taken by number 1, Sam Cox. First shot up, rimmed around, fell off. So 3 out of 3 free throws in the technical variety have fallen off. And here comes the fourth, and you'll get that one. Sam Cox hits the back end of 4 shots taken via technical land. The 4:01, they get the ball back. They had the ball anyway. They come up with 1 net point in the situation. 22-12, 10-point ball game. Baseline jumper, rimmed around, when to go. Brady Hunt. Rebound secured by Hudson Hosteller. Hosteller works it to the corner, right side. Cameron Nod back out to Hosteller. Behind the arc. Now back out top to Gus Etchison. Crossover. They'll work at the left side. Pick up the dribble. They go to the corner with it. Cameron Nod on the way. Got it. Cameron Nod. 3-point land. Right corner baseline. Cuts the lead to 7. 22-15. 3:24 left. Third quarter. Stationary out top. They work at right side. Sam Cox being worked there by Gus Etchison. They go baseline. Dish it off. In the paint. Shot goes in. Number 21, Connor Bedwell, gets the bucket from a good pass from Sam Cox. 24-15 out top. Right elbow extended. Shot wouldn't go. That was Isaac Hickok. They're going to call a jump ball. Jump ball. Hamilton Heights locking it up. That was Hudson Hosteller at 5'8". Locking it up with number 32, Brady Hunt at 6'5". They're not going to jump it up. They go alternate possession arrow. Back in the day, they used to jump every jump ball up right there, closest center circle, closest circle you were at. So 250, they still do that in the NBA. They'll work at the right side on the dribble. Out top, going to drive the lane. Shot going to go, got blocked out of bounds. Luke Carroll came up with the block, taking a shot there in the paint was 21, Connor Bedwell. Substitution going to check in for the Delta Eagles. Number 4, Spencer St. John. St. John going to take the position momentarily. Take a breather. You give a breather to number 20, Josh Greenberg. 24-15. Delta by 9. 2:43 left. Brought in front court, Delta Eagles. St. John out top. They're moving around the perimeter. They work at right side. Cameron not guarding the basketball. On the dribble now is number 21, Connor Bedwell. Now working against him is Luke Carroll. They'll bounce it in, stolen from behind. Couldn't save it. Coming up, trying to come up with a steal there was Hudson Hosteller. They'll bring the ball in the front court, side court possession. They'll bring it in front of the Spirit section. 21, Connor Bedwell out top to Zach Garner. 2:22 left on the dribble, front court. St. John with the basketball. Working against him, Hudson Hosteller. Out top, Brady Hunt. Guarding him is Luke Carroll. They dish it off. They'll go outside the paint. Shot off the mark. Wouldn't go. Shot taken by Connor Bedwell. And the Hosteller picked up the rebound to get it to Gus. Back to Hosteller. Free throw line jumper. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Luke Carroll, offensive board. Opposite corner baseline. They'll bring the ball back out. That's Gus Etchison on the dribble. 1:49 left. We're in the third quarter. Out top, three-point land wouldn't go. Fighting for the board right there is Luke Carroll. He'll save it. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touch by Delta. A precious basketball game when you're thinking about the basketball here tonight. So taking a breather for Delta is Sam Cox, number 1. Back in the ball game, number 20, Josh Greenberg. Out top is Zach Garner working against Hosteller. They'll dish it back. They'll hand off to Brady Hunt. Behind the arc, he'll move the basketball. He'll kick it to the corner. St. John, he'll go baseline. Take it to the corner opposite way. They'll go in the paint. Floater on the way. Got it. Zach Garner, 2-point bucket. At a 7-footer floater in the paint. 26-15, 11-point leader are the Delta Eagles. Front court, Hamilton Heights. 1:05 left. Going to work it right side with the basketball is Hosteller. They'll work it in. Turnaround jumper on the way. Got it. Nothing but net. About a 17-footer. Pretty shot for Cameron Knott. Cuts the lead to 9. 51 seconds. Front court with the basketball, Zach Garner. To the corner, Brady Hunt. He'll dribble in. Going to draw the charge right there. Setting up to draw the charge for Hamilton Heights. Number 11, Luke Lessinger. If I'm not mistaken, that's more than one he's drawn on the season. I'm thinking 2. But I tell you what, that guy has some guts. Setting up to draw a charge right there against the biggest guy on the floor. 43.6. They're going to wipe up some perspiration with the bottom of their shoes. That's 4 players and the official. 43.6. Right in the bucket. Can be brought in by Gus Etchison. Hudson Hosteller. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Crossing the timeline at a trot. Hosteller. Calling out some instructions. He'll dribble left now back right. He's still out top. 30 seconds left. But we're going to have baseline. Luke Carroll. He'll go shot. Wouldn't use the glass. He got in the paint. Luke Carroll for 2. Hosteller for the assist. 26-19. 7-point leader are Delta. 14 seconds left. Delta in the front court. Zach Garner out top. Way out top. He'll dish it off now. It's number 20, Josh Greenberg. 5 seconds. Out top. 3-point lay-in. Brady Hunt. Rimmed off. Wouldn't go. Rebound. 4-4. Picked up by Cameron Knott. He'll go. Long shot at the buzzer. Nearly 80 feet. It nearly bounced off the backboard and in. A little bit strong. But I was right on line to see that, and I was waiting for the results. That almost went in at the end of 3 quarters of play. 26-19, Delta in front by 7. And we'll mention, this game is being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies at 1720 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Your one-stop shopping trip for trophies, plaques, and awards. Visit Noblesville Trophies at the south edge of Noblesville, where the customer finishes first. We'll mention you can find them on the web at noblesvilletrophies.com. And they're open Monday through Friday. Winter hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach them by telephone, 317-773-7391. That's Noblesville Trophies, south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. First horn sounds. Both these teams trying to collect a W here in the ball game. Both these teams, as mentioned, they'll both be at the Newcastle sectional. That's going to be well after the first of the year. We've got a lot of games to play before then. So Hamilton Heights ultimate possession arrow will inbound. Brought in by Luke Carroll. Front court now with the basketball is Hudson Hosteller. On the dribble, kick it back in the paint. Luke Carroll back right side. He'll get it to Lucas Letzinger. Shot off the mark, off the glass, just outside the paint. Rebound secured by the Eagles. Number 40, Neil Marshall, back in the ball game. 7:35 on the game clock. 26-19, Delta by 7. Going to dish it in. They're going to reach in, trying to tip the ball away. Luke Carroll might pick up this personal. He will. He'll pick up the personal foul. Kind of like a defensive back, trying to deflect the football. He'll pick up probably the warranted foul. He just got one. Team foul number 3 on Hamilton Heights. 2 thus far, second half. We're in the fourth quarter, 7:29 on Delta. Out top of the basketball, to dish it out to Brady Hunt. Greenberg out top to move it back to Sam Cox. Back to Brady. He'll go baseline. Stop his dribble. Picked up there. Out top, Greenberg, three-point lay-in. Wouldn't go. Goes over the backboard. Touches nothing. It's still available. They pick up the rebound. Delta can be a traveling violation in the front court. Travel on the slip. He slipped. That was Neil Marshall. I got to admit, when you let people play basketball at halftime on your floor with street-worn shoes, that's the type of a travel that can happen. And Neil Marshall taking the brunt of that travel because of what I just said. 26-19 inside 7 minutes. Gus Etchison. He'll work it back around. Reverse layup. Right hand from the left side near Michael Jordan. You remember that move. He got 2 on that one. Gus Etchison. 26-21. 5-point advantage for Delta. Working the right side. Out top of the basketball now. On the dribble, Delta. They're working behind the arc. They're working the popcorn popper. You see the Butler Bulldogs run that play. Back out top again. 15-footer on the way. Brady Hunt nails it from the 3 free throw line on the jump shot. Timeout called. 60-second timeout called by Coach Mark Detweiler. 6:27 left. And we'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com. Since 2008, PutMeInSports.com has been bringing internet radio high school sports to the listening ears of the IHSAA fans. Football in the fall with the Tipton Blue Devils. Basketball in the winter, boys and girls, varsity Hamilton Heights basketball. And baseball each spring with Central Catholic Knights out of Lafayette. We welcome you to continue listening to high school sports, and we thank you for listening to PutMeInSports.com. We'll also mention those Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers got the win last night over the Atlanta Hawks. It was an away game. I will mention the Hawks have the 3rd worst record in the NBA. But a win's a win, and we'll mention the Pacers got a win last night, 110-100. The Pacers are now 17-9 on the season. They're about 5 games behind the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks are 23-3. And the Los Angeles Lakers also 23-3. They have the best records in the NBA. 28-21. Ball's in the front court. Hamilton Heights on the dribble. Working the right side. Gus Etchison. Jump shot. On the way, got it. 2-point jump shot. Gus Etchison, about a 16-footer. 28-23. Back to a 5-point advantage for the Eagles. Out top on the dribble. They're working back around. Garner. He'll dish it off. 21. Bedwell to the opposite corner. On the dribble now. He'll give the ball back to Bedwell. Crossover in the paint. Spin move. He'll take a shot. Floated around and fell in. Pretty good move right there. Connor Bedwell for 2. 30-23. A 7-point leader are the Delta Eagles. Huskies in the front court on the dribble. Gus Etchison. They'll keep the ball alive. They'll dribble back in. They'll bounce it right side. Bounce pass trying to find Luke Carroll underneath. Not quite on the same page. Ball goes out of bounds. 30-23. Crossing the timeline is Zach Garner. Garner working against him. At top of the circle right there is Hudson Hosteller. A switch off now out top. Bedwell on the dribble. Going to be a reach-in foul trying to knock the ball free. Going to be to Luke Carroll. He's going to pick up his 2nd foul in the ball game. He's got 2. Luke Carroll, he's a sophomore. He's 6'4". Played a good game last night at Lewis Cass. He was 2 for 2 at the line and 1 for 1 from the field. He had 4 points. He had 4 rebounds. Luke Carroll, contributor for Hamilton Heights. 30-23, out top of the basketball. The Eagles on the dribble. Brady Hunt, they'll get the handoff to Brady. He'll go right side, go across top of the circle. Back to Garner. Back to Hunt. He'll try a three. 3-point land good. Left elbow extended for Brady Hunt. He entered this ball game shooting 30% from 3-point land. He'll pop some threes. He shot 20. He was 6 for 20 after 3 games. So 33-23. Foul's going to be called. Sam Cox, he's got 2 in the ball game. Team foul number 3. 4 fouls, Hamilton Heights accumulative here in the second half. 4:37, brought in deep. Jumping for it was Gus. He'll reach it down low and get it to Carroll. He'll pop it back out. They'll get it to Cameron. Not they'll reset the offense. Sam Cox guarding there. Go baselines. Luke Carroll. Back out top. They'll get it to Gus. He'll jump, shot, got it deflected. Free throw line shot got deflected. Picked up there by Delta Eagle. Number 20, Josh Greenberg, to the front court. Working left side, going to paint. You bury the head, going to go deep in the lane. Probably got fouled there. As 21, Connor Bedwell, he'll go to the stripe, I believe, shoot a couple. Nope, going to call this on the floor. That foul evidently going to be whistled. We'll double check here. We'll wait for the scoreboard to catch up. They're going to talk about this and ask if this was a shooting foul. Had some help from the bench area, and we'll double check here. Maybe not. They're just double checking the number here. Double checking the number. So it's going to be inbound right at the bucket on the baseline by Delta. Triggering the inbound will be number 1, Sam Cox. So Hudson Hosteller picks up the foul. They're double checking here. They buzzed the horn at the bench. They're not ready for play yet. Got to make sure the bench has everything recorded possible, like they should. And they're just asking some questions to make sure this game can continue. And they're going to double check now. Everything's kosher. We're ready to go. 4:05. He's brought in by number 1, Sam Cox. He gets it into Bedwell. He'll dribble it out top now, working against Lucas Letzinger. Crossing over left and right. Bedwell on the dribble. Out top to move the basketball, number 3 now. It's Zach Garner. Well out top. And he'll dish the ball off. 3:46. Bedwell on the dribble. He'll kick it back to Brady Hunt. They'll pass the ball around, and Hamilton Heights being forced to play defense beyond the arc. They'll go dribble in. They'll go off the glass outside the paint. Credit the bucket for the Eagles. 21, Connor Bedwell. Back the other way, and Gus Etchison nails the 3-point shot right into his left elbow extended. Timeout called. Hamilton Heights trailing by 9, 35-26. Eagles in front. 3:28 left. And will mention this game is in parts being brought to you by the Adler Building. The Adler Building has office space. They have office space available. They have conference room availability should you need conference room availability. The Adler Building, located downtown Noblesville, Indiana, just a block southeast of the Hamilton County Courthouse Square at 9th and Maple Street. For inquiries, you can dial 317-773-1974. Again, that's 317-773-1974, the Adler Building. You can ask for Kim. She'll help you. The Adler Building in Noblesville. So second horn sounds. Ball's going to be inbound right there in the front court. Should say back court of Delta. We'll run the baseline after a made basket. He'll pass it in. On the dribble now is Greenberg. Full court pressure, Hamilton Heights. Letzinger providing some pressure. They'll get it to the front court now. Number 1, Sam Cox. We're going to go baseline. Going to be a slam dunk. Brady Hunt had a pass to the bucket. Baseline. He put it down for 2. 37-26. Back the other direction. 11-point leader are Delta. Out top of the basketball, Gus. Then we're back to Hosteller to the corner. 3-point land. Cameron Knott couldn't get it to fall. Trying to board the basketball was Lucas Letzinger. Ball goes out of bounds. 37-26. Be brought in the backcourt. Hamilton Heights, 5 pressuring bodies in the backcourt. They'll relax a little bit. Hosteller guarding the basketball. Garner on the dribble. They'll work it back around. They'll go down low. They'll dish off to Brady Hunt. His shot when he goes, that's about a 7-8 footer. Back the other direction, Gus Etchison. They're going to whistle a foul. They're going to check on him, huh? Going to be slow to get up. Gus Etchison is going to lay there just take a breather. No hurry right there. He went a hard fall there. Foul did get called out near the free throw line. He went on in. I will mention a couple of Delta Eagles players right there checking on him. That's Brady Hunt and Connor Bedwell, athletic trainer for the Delta Eagles. They're going to help him to his feet. Coach Ballinger going to help him to his feet. He's probably going to have to exit the ball game after Coach Ballinger came out to check on him. We'll double check here. I'm not sure, but there's going to be a foul whistled, and that foul was whistled on number 3, Zach Garner. He's got 1 in the ball game. Substitution in the ball game going to be number 2 for Hamilton Heights, Isaac Hickok. Gus Etchison will exit the ball game. They'll have to take some time off the clock in order for him to come back in. Coach came out and checked on him. Nothing wrong with that. He was concerned. So out top, they'll dish it out top. Hamilton Heights in the front court. Luke Carroll. They'll work it right side. Lucas Letzinger. They'll work it left side with the basketball. Behind the arc, Cameron Knott. 2:26 left. Fourth quarter. 11-point leader are Delta. Hamilton Heights with the basketball in the front court. Isaac Hickok. They'll work it behind the arc. He'll give it to Hudson Hosteller. Guarding him loosely is Zach Garner. They'll work it down low. Going to tip the ball. Going to be stolen. Going back the other direction. Number 21, Bedwell. Going to trap him in the corner. Going to be a timeout call. It's going to be a 30-second timeout call by Coach Mark Detweiler of the Delta Eagles. It's going to be a 30. And I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and mention Indiana Sports Talk. Indiana Sports Talk since 1994. You can catch their show tonight. The show will begin 9:30 p.m. to midnight. Indiana Sports Talk. You can join the coach, Bob Level, every Friday and Saturday night all across the state of Indiana. Indiana Sports Talk, you can hear it locally out of Indianapolis, 107.5 FM or 1070 The Fan. Or you can go to www.networkindiana.com/affiliates to find the Network Indiana affiliate closest to your listening area. Here we go, second buzzer sound. That's a 30-second timeout called by Delta. It'll be brought in the corner on the baseline, brought in by Sam Cox. Get it in to Brady Hunt. Back pedal dribble. Hunt, pretty good dribbler for 6'5" on the dribble. He'll dish it right side, Bedwell. Luke Carroll might have reached in there. Luke going to pick up his 3rd foul in the ball game. That's team foul number 6 for Hamilton Heights. Luke Carroll does have 3, so the Huskies can put him on the line whenever they need to now with the next common foul and the 1 in bonus. 1:52 on the game clock. 37-26, I should say. 37-26, Brady Hunt on the dribble. He'll dish it off out top to Bedwell. Picking him up right there is Isaac Hickok. Cross-court dribble, looking around. He'll go into paint. He'll go up the glass. Got the bucket. Connor Bedwell for 2. 39-26 to the corner. 3-point shot. Cameron Knott off the mark. Wouldn't go. 1:25 left. Rebound to the Eagles. They go baseline. Bedwell took the shot. Wouldn't go. Tried to board the basketball off of Bedwell's fingertips. Goes out of bounds. Belongs to Hamilton Heights. Left of the bucket. Going to be brought in by Cameron Knott. They'll bounce it in. They'll let it roll. Gus Etchison going to pick it up at the inside the half-court line. He still hasn't picked it up. He will now. He'll take a shot. Left of the bucket. Wouldn't go. And they're not going to call foul out top. So 39-26. Just don't miss the rim, but evidently no foul called there. 39-26. Crossing the timeline on the dribble, number 1, Sam Cox. Delta in the front court. Ball goes out of bounds. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touched. They're going to say by Luke Carroll. Be brought in by Delta in front of their own bench in the front court. Brought in by Sam Cox. He'll get it in. Number 20, Greenberg. Tipped away. Hamilton Heights fight for the board. They're going to give it to Hamilton Heights. So pretty good effort there. Gus Etchison trying to come up with it. It was last touched by the Eagles. 39-26. We're under a minute. Driving the lane. Floater. 14-footer for Gus. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Brady Hunt of Delta. Going to be a reach-in foul, and Isaac Hickok going to pick up the foul, and Brady Hunt going to walk the distance to the other foul stripe. So fouls whistled on Isaac Hickok. He picks up number 1 in the ball game. Team foul number 7. To the free throw line for the Delta Eagles, number 32, Brady Hunt. 6'5" junior. First shot up and good. He'll earn the second one. Back in the lineup for Hamilton Heights, we're going to see number 11, Lucas Letzinger. Taking a breather is Luke Carroll. We may see offense, defense. We will find out. 40-26, second shot. Rimmed off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Letzinger. Letzinger on the dribble. He'll cross the timeline. He'll work at the left side, dish it off long three-point shot. Hosteller rimmed off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Brady Hunt. 41 seconds to the front court. Trying to guard that basketball from behind right there, trying to get it was Isaac Hickok. Bounce pass, they're working in. They go in the paint. Off the glass. And some English, good. 2-point bucket for Connor Bedwell. Out top, Gus Etchison, 3-point land. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Lucas Letzinger. Bounce pass, cross pass. They go back the other way. It's going to be a put down. It's going to be a soft jam by number 20, Josh Greenberg. 10 seconds left. Etchison. He'll dribble in. He'll go off the glass. Rimmed off. Wouldn't go. 5 seconds left. 44-26. He'll cross the timeline with the basketball. He'll hold it. Greenberg tosses the ball to the official. 32 minutes gone by. Final score, the Delta Eagles 44, the Hamilton Heights Huskies 26. We'll mention both these teams will be in action next Friday night. Hamilton Heights will travel to Western on the 20th, and the Delta Eagles will travel to Jay County. And Jay County, another foe in the Newcastle sectional. We thank you for listening. We thank you for listening to live audio simulcast from Hamilton County Television. You've been listening to PutMeInSports.com, and we thank my wife back home for sound check along with Jim Wofford at the studio at Hamilton County Television. We thank you for listening no matter if you're home or away, if you're teaching or learning, you've always got to keep the fire burning.